Right, lads and lasses, welcome to September the 24th. It's Thursday morning and it's a bit chuffing nippy. It's yeah, it's supposed to be about 13 degrees or something today. It's definitely cool. We had quite a lot of rain yesterday as well. I think it rained pretty much most of the day. Not hard, but that weird stuff. It's almost like drizzle, but it really soaked you through. That might sound a bit weird, but if you know, you know. So yeah, it was a bit of an odd day yesterday. Did do a few jobs. One of the jobs was in one of the houses that we're trying to get sorted for an Airbnb job. I also tied up this field at the back if I go up my favourite muck heap. So we had bale grab down there, big bale trailer. Rake was here as well. They've both gone on, and the sled have both gone on to the big Arctic trailer. So I'm trying to tie this field up now for the autumn. You can just see my line still where I did mow ploughing. Fun enough, you might be able to see from up here, but it's a little bit, it's about 10 foot apart, so that's one line, that's another line, that's another line, and then in between at Wheelings. I got told to do this at this time of year because it'd kill the grass off. I was like, nah, it'll be fine. Farmer had said he'd seen this done in summertime, and he said he just had long big strips where you can actually see where the grass has been damaged, which I didn't realise. I've done quite a bit of sports turf work and it doesn't get like that. So this is field conditions, it's something a bit different for me, so we're learning. I'll keep updating you on that as it comes. So yeah, Bertha and New Holland are still parked outside. That trailer, that baler, the flail mower, and my little tedder's down there as well, the little Centipede tedder, which will have to go. We'll get that sold off this autumn. So I need to try and fix the tyre that I can't quite do at the moment. Now there's a story about why there's so much hay in here, and it begins 3 weeks back when I did that mowing down the far rings. So I mowed it, stacked it, put it on that trailer, and it's still here. Now if you've seen videos before, at the back there's the muck heap of the barn. That's our barn we put the hay in. Muck heap down there, it's sopping wet now, so we couldn't get the trailer in for the mud. Also these bales came in slightly damp when we made them, and they steamed a little bit. Oh, come on. Yeah, so they steamed a little bit. Well, they steamed for a week, then 2 weeks. I moved these round yesterday. Boss has taken off about 3 layers already because this trailer was stacked right up to where the hay racks are at the back. And they were still warm. In fact, if I put my hand in now, I think there's only, it's cooled down in there now, there's only two, I think there's 2 layers below that one. But it was still warm, really warm. In fact, a week ago, last Thursday, I pulled this trailer out because it was steaming out the top of it. I was slightly worried it was going to catch. So just drew it into a yard over there with tractor and left it for a couple of days. So it's not ideal. It doesn't look too bad. Some of it has turned. Don't know how well you can see that. Put light on it. Ooh. You just see it's kind of gone a bit feisty on the top there. So some of these have gone. Most of them are fine. We did throw the top ones out in the muck heap because where they're sweated, the top layer was getting condensation on it, and condensation like down the edges where the bales were touching and where the cut side of the hay is. So as the bale comes into the feed chamber and gets pushed that way, or should I say the flap gets formed and then pushed that way, this side has a knife on it, and that ends up with a cut end, and the other end gets folded, so everything sweats more out of the cut end because it's an open end. So that's that disaster. I'm going to try and get into the barn. I'll show you the barn anyway. Big bales, those and those there are all the estates. some of that's from last year, because there is a bale or two that got caught by the rain on that side. That's mine. That's actually been sold to one of my customers. I just need to get it across there. That's still some of this hay that got sweated out, because we couldn't actually fit the full trailer underneath that beam. It was just been a bit of a pain in the backside as this September hay. You should have wrapped it. So, but yeah, so that's all sorted. It got caught by the rain yesterday as well, which you know. But yeah, I've got 18 bales going out. You can see colour difference in them. They've just been caught by the sun. If you pull it out, it's lovely and kind of green in it. So real happy with that stuff, especially from a new field that I had this year. So they've got to go out with the truck and trailer. Tried delivering it 3 times now, and something's always got in the way. Such is life. 10 ton of building sand, sharp sand, for some of our building works roundabout. Yeah, so just trying to get ready for autumn. Say good morning, Prince. Good morning, Prince. So yeah, just trying to get ready for autumn now. It's getting wet out here, and because our horses eat off the grass quite short, as soon as you try putting vehicles on it, it just starts chewing up. Again, trying to get my hedge cutter lad back in, because these fields aren't doing. I think I've lost him for the winter now. I think you can't see it. If we're lucky, he'll turn up back end of year, just when things stopping wet. But we'll see what happens. So yeah, tried to get the bale trailer through here, and yeah, it just sank. You can see the wheel track there. I don't know what camera picks up, just down there. I nearly tipped the trailer over, which is not what you want. We've also rented out a couple more stables, so all the show jumps had to be brought in here. So they filled some space up, and this is off this trailer, this bottom stack, kind of that lot, this bottom layer, and that side. And you can see colour difference between that and what our main cut was. And yes, our main cut stack did actually fall over. It didn't get stacked very well. So again, there's some bales in here that are a bit off. They look quite right, like that one. But the rest of it seems alright. So we'll see how it goes. Last year we had more hay in, because we had these little wings, little sides full up as well, and just the trailer out middle. So we're about 400 bales short or something. But we did have a load from last year at the back that didn't get used, so we should be just about, if we can get up here, alright now. So how are you going to pick up back there? There's still a few. We're going through it already. There's a bit of a dent in it already. So basically, from put the camera light on, so you might be able to see. From this edge here back is all last year's, so that'll go first, and then obviously into the new crop once it's had a few weeks to settle down. But we usually look at to make about 2,000 bales, two little bales anyway, and then there's like 30 odd big squares, well, big squares, the 4 foot 4x3s. So yeah, that's this year's hay sorted out and done. I might do a review at the end when I'm sorted out with numbers, figures and quantities that we managed to produce.